arcade. MAME emulated and having some fun today with the classic order gameplays. We're just going to click in and start to play the game as we go within a couple minutes of this play. So right now we are in the title screen of the classic order gameplays, and we are going to be playing this game. Had some computer issues at the get-go. It was supposed to start at 11:45. Now it's about 1 o'clock in the morning. Rarely anybody up this time, so get a cup of coffee, sit back, and eat a donut if you want, or whatever you want for breakfast. Early night shifters of the 24 graveyard, welcome to the classic order gameplays. First time viewing this on Twitch, come and have some fun and relax, because I'm sure I'm going to focus and die 1,000 deaths for you today on a shooter with a Xbox 360 controller, which I need a light gun, and I've been on a quest to find one. So if you guys know where one may be at, if you are viewing this early morning, which I barely doubt if anybody comes up into the mornings, because mostly I've been doing the 24 graveyard gameplay once in a while, or mostly during the day. So alright, let's get this game on the go, and thank you for coming to sit back and relax on your break, lunch, or whatever at your job, or even at the time coming to view at the family at this early morning at this hour. So let's get cracking, and I shall open this up. Hey, see, I'm here now, and there's the Gundam game. And we're going to start right now. And just got to get it set. So thank you for coming to view again. And I have been playing this, so it's not easy with one of these in my hand, which I want to go with the trigger happy. This is this is before Gundam Pod. It came out, really early 1995. There you go. So I remember playing this back in the arcade. Somebody had one, and they're rare because a lot of stuff was in Japan at the time. But this is gonna be fun. So let's get going. And we'll bring some sound in for you. I'm going to try to max up as much as I can. It's going to be a one player anyways. Here we go. And if you hit the A button, you can actually speed up the preview. And if you have been a Gundam fan like I am in a way, because I just now been getting Gundam models. Like I got the Destiny right here. I have the RX up there. I'm going to start building these on my Zimeon's Global Concerns channel. I am a big fan of Viz Comics and Funimations, but also I love Bandai a lot. I grew up with the classic game developers like Capcom and stuff, and Bandai and Data East was one of my two favorites. So, as well, I'm an animation artist, if you don't know that. I'm trying to get a book out there, so it's getting judged in a way by a couple people for Hidden Market. And we're going to have a Gundam launch right now. I can't wait. How about if you have seen the new Gundam game coming out? They already had the beta. What do you guys think of it? I know a lot of people say it looks like Overwatch. So it's Gundam Evolution. I have Gundam Breaker. We might do a couple of those. I'm just taking all these Zaku's out right now. A lot of this evolves around Amuro and the RX-1, and usually you have the RX-2 down the line, and then you got the Zeta and the Strike and all that. Well, that was actually on the other series, Destiny. But anyways, yep. I do have the Strike model as well. So I'll be building a couple of those. Now my other channel is the Zimeon's Global Concerns. I've been working on the webpage. I haven't had time to live stream, broadcast lately because I am working a new job. But as well, on my Twitch it's usually slow. It's comfortable pace. If I mess up, I can actually remove something. It does happen a lot sometimes. Especially when I just using pretty much a laptop half the time than my PC, which I should use my PC more. So I'm planning to do a build, but I don't know when I'll be able to do a build. on a PC because I'm just getting the parts. I have certain parts already set to go. Not many people, nobody on my thing. I'm just looking at quickest way I could look at the chat. Like I said, it's the graveyard, and I don't suspect anybody here. My shields are going down pretty quick. Yeah, without a light gun on most of these old school arcades, especially from the 90s, 80s, anything that had a light gun, even to some of the early 2000s, you're just trying to push with the analog. You want to try to focus in the center a little bit. That's what works easier for me because if I link out, it's gonna resist up or go straight to the left or right. Ooh, pardon me. I'm a little parched this morning. It's been an early, hectic yesterday and this morning, so take all these Zaku's out. I don't know if they're Zaku 2s or Zaku's because they almost look identical. And also there's the Zaku 3. So they have a whole mess of different kinds of the Zaku's. And they've been in service in the Gundam series for the longest out of all the mobile suits that they ever had in the stories of Gundam. And there's different series of Gundam as well. But I figured one thing out. With the cloning processes and stuff that they have in Gundam, it's been eons, generations, decades, and that's why there's a time gaps in Gundam. I take it as people usually want to say it's a multi-universe or something. No, don't go that way. Gundam's open to the imagination more, and that's what I like about the anime of it. So whatever story they make, you could try to put it together a little bit. But there's a lot more to the history of it, the stories. There's YouTubers that talk about it. There's people that talk about it. And it's pretty much for the toy franchises when they usually do these animated series half the time. But my series, I just told you, I gotta get walloped to death. My series is not for toy satisfaction directly. It's more based towards the series for fans more. And yes, I could add, if I do get toys going on my animations, I will probably, I might put a few of the characters in there and have like some kind of story to line up with it. Trying to knock out this battleship. I don't know which one it is, but I'm gonna knock it out best I can because it really relays straight to the story more, but it tries to. That's why I like some of the games that do that from back in the day, and they actually do such a great art job. I will just say it is. Oh man. Last time I blew it up. I might turn the volume up just a little bit. It has some pretty good music. It really relates to the animated series from the game. People love using the original music, so it really makes it worth it. Because it's not Gundam without the original series. So I am ready for Gundam Evolution. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's Overwatch." This is kind of probably. It's gonna have that feel probably, but then again, it might not. So we'll see when it comes to the systems or even on Steam. I might be getting mine on Steam because there's so much. It's so dedicated to the PlayStation systems. But I notice a lot of Gundam games don't stay up on Steam or anything else. So I mean they're there, but titles I look for that used to be up there, I don't see them anymore. I see like certain ones. Oh, my shield's going down again. There's white base. Oh, I would love to play Gundam Pod. I would have to go to Japan directly just to play that. It looks so fun. Yeah, I when I talk to other people on stream, I actually I don't know why I type like I'm gonna get a just like I want to spark a conversation on Twitch. I'm like I'll be watching one of my favorite YouTubers on Twitch or something, and I'm very kind to the ones I know are very caring, but it's just like I really try to put a conversation, and I'm typing on a phone sometimes on my little cruddy phone. And I'm like, oh man, and not using my keyboard. So sometimes it won't make sense to people. So yeah, that's the thing about touch screens. You're not able to go incorrect, or you think you wrote what you wrote. The thing is, you're looking into a search, this little search bar to that's it. Blow him out. Let's see if I can hit him. I'm out of rocket. Okay. Got that one. I gotta get this one over here. See, it's the wings I was trying to hit, but it's like at the get go of this, I said, "Hey, the analog is fighting in an angle because it's looking for the light gun more." I mean, you can actually do it, and I can't see using the mouse because I said this in the Jurassic Park play of the arcade. I would be actually slamming the mouse like I'd be taking this mouse going. See, you hit A button, speed up the text. It's like hitting Y button on an Xbox or PlayStation game. Skip the preview. Now, this is supposed to be the scene where they try to capture the Gundam in the desert. If you have seen the first Gundam series, I might be playing Gundam Salamander or SD, or maybe Gundam, or one of the other ones, or there's Gundam Rainbow SD. I do have Gundam Breaker, New Breaker. I might play that. We'll see. Right at the moment, I'm just trying to hit these things. Ooh. So this is like Terminator with these missiles coming at me. That's how I feel. There's the thing. What do you call it? It's gonna. It would try to net you, but it's just gonna be shooting at me the whole time. Goof. That was a goof I just saw. Huh. Why would it mean? Why was it? This was just a blue. I don't know. Saku. I don't know. Oh, here comes reinforcements. I got turtle totaled. We're gonna try to beat it like I did the Jurassic Park game. I just don't want to be hitting all these reinforcements. They really don't do much. It's kind of funny. I forgot I had this. The gym. Why would they be moving? I know they wanted a close scene. And well, back in the day, I have to say, it's pretty good. Oh man, see, it's a quarter eater. Candy. This is like the Gundam um, boost when they just go for that nice boosting jump. Like if you had a beam saber and you're going to attack, or you're going to shoot and snipe downwards at the baddies, or you're going to try. And usually that's what they're doing. They're trying to hit the ships and fighters. So that's pretty much it. So it gives you like the effect feeling. Kill the enemy's tanks. I do feel like this is Terminator way. Some of these levels they just come at you. Taking a lot of damage. I mean, I died several times already. 1,000 deaths, 1,000 times. Olay. I'm really parched for water right now. I'm thirsty as heck. It might be a coffee hour. Oh, I might be going for taking a 5. I swear that targeting's off right there. Seems like you only get a straight shot. You have to keep it centered. Missiles alert. Gotta die, gotta die, gotta die. Get to the sides there. No. Yeah. Come on. I got one. I haven't played this in a while. There we go. Yeah, believe it or not, a store had this, and he says, "Oh, it's rare here. We ordered it from Japan." I'm like, "What do you mean by that?" Some games are all over the world, but yeah, it's very rare. There's a Gundam game sometimes here in the U.S. It's very hard to hit this missile. You want to hit it on the first go. If I blow this thing up, I'll be happy. I miss so many times. When it gets away like this, it's done. For me, it's like it's done because I can't hit it. So I am hit. Oh, I'm walloping. I'm trying to stop it. I'm trying to hit that thing. Yeah, it's not even walloping it. It's gonna get away. It's gonna get away. See, I'm even hitting it. Look at this. It's dead on in a way. You're meant to lose. I swear. This music here. Ugh. This is from the series in a way, but ugh. makes you think Golden Axe, where the music's just playing through from Sega. I'm gonna probably douse the sound down. I don't want to have any strikes once possibly put over. So that's why I just downed the sound, because the music's so loud. It's nice, but it reminds me of Golden Axe music at the end credits of it. There we go. We're gonna beat this today. I know man, you imagine how many dollars I pop out just playing this thing. I mean, I'm like, yo, there goes my money. All quarters on a machine. Especially using a 360 controller, not a light zapper. Now, if I had a GunCon or a light zapper operational on this, I'd probably be toasting it. I do have a CTRX behind me, but I would have to have this weird hookup, which I wouldn't be too satisfied trying to trip over wires. They also have wireless gun cons. I mean, I do have a wireless one, but it's not even. It's not even worth it. Oh, I'm trying to hit the allies. I mean, you could kill your own teammates. This is like Terminator, almost 101. Mm. Oh, no mercy, no glory. All those missiles. Well, I will be getting a light gun when they get back on market. Right now, there's really no way of getting one for the HD television screens and PC. So that's just going to be a big issue right now, because I'm going to try to see if the one gun con will work, but it pretty much won't, because it's going to look for the big square pixel um, monitor, which I would have. Like I said, I would be hooking a squid up to the damn television and hoping to circulate it back to the computer, which it will work, but I'd be looking at the TV away from the camera. And even if I set the camera up, it's a whole different ball field. I be feeling like I'm hooking a crazy system up with wires from back in the day. There was a couple of them. And like I said, I'd be tripping over myself, but it would just be such a hassle. Oh yeah, let's blow it up. Man, I'm taking such heavy hits. As this loads in, yeah, I'll get some Gundam stuff up. I have a whole mess of Gundam stuff. I got this, this. I got a whole mess of these guys. I'm an MS-08 fan. This one got bent, it looks like. So yeah, these are some of my Gundams here. I showed this one already. The game's already going through. Pause it. There we go. Yeah. Got these. I have some Gundam. I have a Gundam Wing. I have 3 Gundam Wing ones. I have quite a few of that. Yeah. And then I have my little SD Gundam RX. So I have the big RX. So I'm just grabbing it. And my little RX right here. Then I have my big RX2 and the little RX2. I need the regular RX technically, but pretty much the same thing in a way. So we got all these guys here, all Gundam Go. So I do love Sunrise, you know. I mean, I'm an animation artist and one of my favorites. I even have a faulty mold that Dollar Tree sells of, like, I think they're gens or something. But I'm a big MS. My favorite Gundam is MS-08. So, and who can beat the original? You can't. Which is the RX series. And then going to Zeta, the second seasonal series of it. The only one I think would top over all those, in my opinion, with the original Gundam stuff, is Gundam Turn, Gundam Turn A, and then it goes to Gundam Turn X. Some YouTubes are saying it's Gundam Tuna and Gundam Tuna X or Tunex. It's Turn. It's the word turn in there. Come on. It's Gundam Turn A and Gundam Turn X. And those are the different versions of the model or the Gundam itself. And then you got the different things with that. But the biggest thing is it's people say Gundam V because it's Gundam V Turn A, Gundam V, or V Gundam. It's V Gundam. I'm saying it backwards now because of this. But I don't understand. Maybe it's how it's pronounced. Maybe they're trying to pronounce it as the Japanese. I don't know. Let me know if you guys know. I know there's nobody on right now. Like I said, there's nobody could be on here because it's graveyard. If you are coming in the view, thank you for coming. Just take a second, a few briefs, and then so forth. And like, whoa, what fell? Oh, that's what fell. I'm over here messing with my stuff like Dr. Doodle. And something from the 80s. I used to be able to get these at McDonald's. Hey, I'm Earl. Hey, you want to play? Got cat juice? Ooh, yeah, cat juice. I can't even get his jaw to move anymore. So, one of my favorite YouTubers does it with Elmo. If you know who I'm talking, plays around with the public ammo. Guess what? I got an elf. And he probably knows about this. Someone's going to come back and say this. Hey, Mike. The other Mike on that Classic Quarter Gameplays, he got an elf. You got an Elmo. So, that's what we got there. I think my one cat wants to go out. So, just the humor of it. Before you go, I let you out the door. I want to say hi. Say hello. Hey, friends. Welcome to the Classic Order Gameplays. This is my cat. I have 2 cats, 2 dogs. Mostly, the one dog belongs to my niece, and the other one's my dad's dog. So that's pretty much it. Me messing around, trying to get comfortable in this unwanted chair. Might be replacing that. So okay. Oh, this is one of the scenes where they. Anyways, I got a cold. It's a weather change here in Pennsylvania. Oh gosh, the whole world. Um, I think the atmosphere is off. And with a lot of the stuff they're saying with pollution and everything, it's multiple things happening. Um, we need to take care of our planet better. A lot of people say, "Oh, we don't care about that," and that. I says, "You got to." Um, there's a lot of things that has to be done, and tons of our stuff ends up in the ocean if they can't recycle it. We get so much of it. People don't know how. They know what to do, but then it gets traded off, and someone will say they take care of it, and then a lot of this stuff just gets tossed around. I don't even want to get into it. It's a whole different story. They have topics on this on. There's YouTube stuff. There's news media on it, what you can do and stuff. But our environment needs help. And then there was a point where scientists says the Earth's gonna break loose off, you know, the stratosphere and get out there in space and float away. That's scarier. And then there's times they said, well, there might be a point where meteors might get a comet hit us again at another time. You never know when anything passing through space and could break through, get pulled in by Earth's gravity. So that's just one thing. But any hoots, I'm having fun with Gundam. So what do you think about SpaceX? If anyone's, like I said, there's nobody here. So SpaceX, that's one cool thing. I kind of also think Tesla did a good job in bringing that about, and I'm looking forward for their space missions. I thought it was amazing when they had a selective group just on that little launch, and they were able to come back. I think that was fantastic. So much congrats for that. Because we have to take steps towards the future, but we also have to take responsibilities. And also, there's got to be. I hope Tesla works on some projects. We could better ways we could recycle than because we can't recycle everything. We have tools already at disposal for making fuel, to making oh my gosh, to making plastics into other things and all that other crazy stuff. But what about something that's a multi-wall build, like for people that needs homes, or we need to upgrade our houses, or like an upgrade attachment, or even something that might do something in the future. I mean, it sounds like nonsense, but a way we can actually melt the plastic, multiples of plastic pollution without so much sorties, and just be able to do it without damaging the material, but making it like a multi-material that would actually bind together. I'm sure it's possible. I'm really sure of it. This is one of the hardest levels for me, actually, right here. You can tell it just if it wants the quarters, and I'm the classic quarter gameplays. It just wants to take my quarter. It is time for coffee and time to go out of this world. It's so cool that you could destroy all the pillars in this. There are stalactites and pillars. I mean, pretty much just try to knock him out because he's kind of the boss here. Oof, I just got clawed. Actually, I could turn up the and just pump the sound up to 40 almost. There we go. Trying to shoot the other gyms. There's gyms and gun tanks and gun cannon and stuffing things. Trying like, oh god, I'm gonna shoot them. Then again, some people be like, I don't care. It's challenging for me not to hit them, you know? It's kind of like the Terminator game when you hit them and they're like, no! Annoyingly. I keep comparing it to that. Now we're on moon base. Or moon. The moon. I'm focusing now since there's nobody here. Just blew an asteroid my ass up. Asteroid away like a spicy meatball. Like I said, I'm waiting for Gundam Evolution. Halo Infinite's great too. I mean, I think they did a good job on it. So Halo is another one of my favorite games. I do play that. I think they're gonna do good with the Halo Infinite. I just hope they have a multiple of things from over the years that you can use, that the experiences and different styles. I hope it has like a weight setting system for your Spartan, and that your Spartan can have a connection. Like, well, if you pick a heavy Spartan, it's gonna walk like Halo 3, Halo 2 style. If you pick an ODST, you're gonna be more flexible. You can climb on things a lot quicker and do stuff. And you probably have the run meter. So your guy's more ODSTs. You're not a special Spartan from the Mark IVs or the original marks from the original Spartans that were enhanced bone structure and all that. So it's just more of a lightweight Spartans as well. Lightweight Spartans will move fast. So heavy Spartans will be able to move quick enough, be able to handle picking up things that are chain guns and stuff, and they'd be able to move a lot quicker in run mode or something like. They're probably not able to jump, but they could pull themselves up. You know, I mean, they'll be able to jump, but they won't be able to pull up. You know, it'll be like classic mode Halo with a heavy, and it'll be lesser flyability. That'd be a cool thing for verses, you know. And then each part of the armor, like the flashlight things, like anything that has a light on it should be able to turn on and off, even on a gun, on the suit. I like that when they had that back in the day. That really made Halo Halo. And the Zabu's trying to kick my butt really bad. Well, there we go. Got him. I'm making him move fast. So you can hit the A button and it'll just run it right through. But yeah, I'm looking forward for Halo Infinite, whatever it brings. I hope it. I mean, like I said, they on Halo 5 they put so many weapons of the same. They could have broke it down like, okay, this is the Halo 1 gun, this is the Halo Reach gun, of the same. So these are the different models, like an MA, an M4, or MB. Not that kind of MB, but but I'm trying to say, yeah, they could have had like they had different versions of the. I was given it with the M16 rifle, which they used that for the mostly to the DMR. I mean, they could have had the DMR1 and DMR2, or even the DMR3 for each version of Halo, and gave it a different strength and setting. And then, like the original BR, they could have kept that in there and had the Reach one in with it. So, like the Reach one, yeah, it's gonna have that loose slip filling. The BR from Halo 5 is the BR from Halo 1 and 2 and 3 more. So, original BR. So, you can select your setting of your favorite BR, and you can also select your setting to certain things. Even like the original ODST Halo 3 pistol, which is really cool, like a silencer. It should have a silent sound a little bit more, and you can be able to detach it, and it'll be that slim gun from Halo 2 style. So if you have that detached, you don't have the silencer, so the bad guys will hear you more under the AI and will come kick your butt if you're firing it and you're doing a sneak attack, you know. So that's just a thing, you know. There's some ideas in that. So I think I'm looking. Like I said, I'm gonna be surprised with Halo Infinite what they have done. And I think not everything has to be laying on the ground from items and stuff. Because look at Halo Reach had health packs not just on the ground if it was a forge, but they had it connected to the wall where you can see it and grab it. And it's nice to have some things ground based, but some things need to be. Sometimes I think needs to be on a stand, and they used to have Halo stands on Halo 3, so it was more in the forge settings. Oh, I missed them. I need that. I mean, but anyways, enough of Halo. I'm just gonna be surprised when they put it out, and I always enjoyed the Halo games superly, super. Um, I never had a complaint about it, as much Halo fans have. I played it since it was launched. Because you got to understand when different companies take over, or different teams, or somebody never worked on it, or even though they have worked on it on any game, I'm talking, and the storylines have to be different. Certain things have to change up. People want to try to keep up to date with stuff. You get to expect to see changes always on any video game on platform. So, especially if it's a different game and it's not the same game, it's always been that way in a way. Unless you're gonna make a multi-universe game that connects with a bunch of different maps and stuff, and people have done that, but they have to be very small, you know, just to have the fittings, depending what type of software you're using. So I have seen that too. But it seems like in the modern day gaming, there feels like there's some gaps of certain types of games. There's stuff really missing due to the firmware, the software. We're getting stuck with sometimes when you're developing and designing. Oh yeah, it happens. I'm gonna speed it up again. You just hit A button and it'll rush it right through the text, speed up the animation, everything. It's a skip button for instead of using Y button to skip. I might play Gundam New Breaker next, so I'm gonna take the sound out. Oops. I just don't want to have all that music going in the background. So this could be silence. Probably a little too low. I'm going to get shot up. Yeah, I really killed the sound, so I took it down. I volumed it down. You probably saw it, maybe not. But I just doused it. I'm getting a little too comfortable. I'm leaning on my left side, just firing. Oh, I got walloped. These have to shoot their feet and they're gone. Doggone beam savers. Okay, should be there. Zabu! I'm gonna turn the music back up a little bit. Thought we were gonna fight the Zabu. Now we're above Moon Base. Here we go, let's fight them. Oh. Oh god. I'm beating the buttons so bad. I'm getting missiled. It's gonna take my life. Now we got him. There we go. Stage cleared. Yeah, it's almost 2 o'clock now, and we're just enjoying some game with Gundam Final Shoot Mobile Suit, and this is pretty good. Should I say to stage 5? We're almost done, so I don't know. Back in the day, from the 80s to the 90s, if it's a game that's really detailed like this, or even any game, you gotta have projectiles to kill you. So this was 95, and it still was the 90s, so these projectiles must kill you. And I mean projectiles, we got missiles coming at us. Rockets. They look like freaking nukes being shot at us. At me more. Oh god. Nukem Dukem with Bio Menace. Oh, that'd be a cool game. Dukem Nukem meets Bio Menace. If you don't know what that game is, it's an old DOS game. It's kind of really cool. It's like, oh man, that would be really really cool to actually see a game like that. Oh, I'd put my dollar down on that. It's really hard to aim because the analog wants to go up instead of it stays center. I'm getting hit with those pointy things. I had to say that. But yeah, it's in the animated series. He'll say that. Amuro will, so yeah. Okay. Alrighty then, we're just gonna. Fun thing is, I'm missing every one of them. There's Char. Gotta hit those. And I don't have a light gun. And I can hit ship. There we go. I'm dead. Well, actually, she's in the ship. I'm talking about. Oh, I'm tired. She's in the. What do you call? Anyways, I'm just trying to beat this. I'm not going to be comparing the anime series with, even though it plays through the story. I gotta just shoot this thing down. That had to be another time, another place to talk about that. Because like I said, I love Gundam. This is the first Gundam series. I was really intoned with. I also watched a lot of the original cartoons than anything too as a kid. I didn't really get into Gundam until the late 90s. So I was like in my 14 or 15 years old. Because I had no idea of Gundam. Because I always watched the 80s cartoons. And the USA Channel. And then there was Saturday cartoons, which was CBS, and then they also had Saturday cartoons for Disney in the early 90s. And I was probably around 12 to 14 watching that too. Transformers was one of the things I liked watching. Besides, then I watched He-Man, There were Super Friends that had been around for a while, long even before I was born. I watched so many things. And like everybody expects you to remember everything sometimes because people do nowadays. I mean, us retros, we don't intend to remember everything. That's one of our faulty problems. And then like someone could remind you, like, oh yeah. I was like, God. As you get older, you turn into a fart. That's what I say. No offense. It's just something I say because I'm like, dude, I'm not. There's times that I don't even remember anything. I said, I know I saw that somewhere, or what's the name of that? I know it. I just can't think of it. And I'm just talking about retro cartoons, animes, even like things from science and stuff. I used to really dominate over. Um, mm, as older as you get, your hard drive starts to crack. Lesser brain cells and more grapes. Yep. Nobody's up to watch this, so they're gonna be watching this tomorrow or seeing it on YouTube. I'm looking at my chat. It's an empty shell. I barely get anybody in my chats, so because I play about this time at the night. It's a night. It's a night stroll. Okay. I just got walloped. Oh, like I said, I want to beat it tonight. I have some other Gundam games installed, so we'll have some fun with that too. So hard to hit without a light gun. Give me my gun con. I want to take it. I want to take a break and I gamed over. Well, if I do open my place up, everybody's welcome to come. Because it's gonna be my little studio. It's gonna. I want to have like a dinosaur museum in it. I want to have an arcade center in it. I want to have a little tiki bar. And I don't want nothing big. I just want something old school. I missed the. That was the shield. That three-way crossing. That middle one was the shield. I missed it. You could shoot those in half. That would be cool. The metal beams, just crack them in half. I get a kick out of that if I was able to do that. Oh, this music is so annoying. I'm gonna get walloped. I'm gonna. This. I'm not gonna. It's part of the animated series. as as well, but I'm just not gonna. I turned it down. I just can't. I'm gonna just douse the four. I'm sorry you guys not gonna be able to hear it. I just don't want to get nailed because this is gonna be up on YouTube, so everybody can view it later. So I'm just pretty much pounding away at the keys. Oh. So it has this really dramatic music from the series in here. It's two areas that has that music. This is one of them, and I think it's kind of gimpy to have it in here because you're in the Gundam and you want to just run through, but it's just trying to go along with the animated series. But that one music beforehand always makes me think of Golden Axe. If you beat the stage and it jumps, you jump out of the arcade. They all jump out of the arcade and chase the player away. That's almost what it sounds like, but this one is actually from right here is from the music play from the actual animated series. Um, so yeah, it's just overlapped. So I just feel like it should not be overlapped. So I'm just gonna try to get out of it, and you just gotta hear my voice or my clicking of my thumbs all the way through. So we got R7s each area or floor deck. I just got saber beamed. Dom 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 doms everywhere to be. Jins and doms will spark you around with Zaku. Yeah, I said three baddies, so uh, it. Oh yeah, those guys too. Okay, R5, we're getting there. Got 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It'd be nice if I had some light guns and I could have two people play. Okay, R3. They always come up in this corner here. Who read the Thunderbolt series? It's pretty interesting because it actually relates to the original Gundams and all the other ones, but mostly the newest Thunderbolt is telling the I guess I don't know if it's the Zabi family or what, but it's all about Zeons. The Zeon. Oh, it's all about the Zeon and how they took their limbs, amputated them, or they were already amputated from the war. It was like leftover soldiers. It all pretty much is. I'm saying it wrong. You have to read the book, because everybody has a different opinion on stuff. And then you're looking at the comic, and there's not much in the comic unless you actually have the novel book, or if there's anything written for it. So I have the Thunderbolt book. Um, I'm gonna get it real quick. I have a couple. I have Gundam books. It's pretty much pretty interesting. I have a book marked where I am. So I got Thunderbolt, the third book. So you can actually get these at Barnes and Nobles. You got all the anime of Gundam in here. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Gotta use your imagination a little bit too. And you just have to read the story. And remember, Japanese is backwards. You have to go backwards. And I like the color art. The color art's really nice. They have a full animated series of Thunderbolt. You can actually get the full animated series. It's all in Japanese. I hope some of the Gundam stuff that we're not getting does come to America. I really love Japan, and I hope in Sunrise could do it. I would love to see this one in English. Um, at least get it dubbed. It would be nice. Also, gosh, I really hope they get Gundam, well, V Gundam, um, Turn A and X in English dubbed because it's been around for a long time. I'm pretty sure it is, but a lot of people, a lot of companies and stuff's been putting up in Japanese. I would love to see that in full English because I don't mind Japanese. I know a little bit Japanese, but just trying to read it, you gotta be reading dialogue for like ever. So I'm just hoping to see some of that into some conversion. I don't care if they get new actors, but it's just to blend it in really well. It don't have to remaster nothing. Just get some voice actors to fill it in. I mean, I'm sure they could. And we're at 0. And I'm just gonna. I don't know if the music is still going. I'm just waiting till. I think this is it. There we go. Yep, I can bring music back. I just wanted to not have the whole whistle like doo doo doo, you know, throughout the whole bass area. I mean, it's just like I have to re-put quarters in. It's a coin taker. Without the light gun, it's gonna be really challenging. I'm not gonna kid you. You try. The thing just wants to lock one center area on this one, and it's like upper right, deadlocked like at a certain point. There's that music again. So, uh, see that's what I'm worried about. I'm just trying to douse it, because not doubt it, douse it because um, I could get striked for it, and I don't want it. So that music there, I'm definitely, and this is like the final of it. Ugh. And I'm gonna die 1,000 deaths because when he flies by, it's you're fighting his hands, getting shot and being on auto kill pretty much. Try and de-arm him. That's what the targets, the fingers, the hands, because you're getting I don't know. I don't know what to say. Beam cannoned 6 times. I say laser shotted. Okay. Oh, see, that's why I kind of maxed out the coin slot on this. So and usually it's an auto run, so it's gonna do whatever it takes to go through that auto run. I'm just randomly firing because it is not trying to hit that. Take the hands out, or you be able to hit him as he's going. I notice it just. I'm getting. I'm walked. I'm walked. I'm walk. I'm walk. Joe and Mac. Cave Ninja. I should play that. That's a good game too. Like I said, I'm a fan of Data East, and I'm a fan of a couple things. I mean, there's so much things out there. It's like just trying to get rid of those. Actually, stop. It's just scrolling. There we go. There we go. See, it automatically does it. So I beat it. So I wanted to take the sound off because it plays one heck of a music thing through. Like I said, I'm a big Gundam fan. I am publishing a book of my own anime, so I'm a fan of Marvel since I was a kid. if Marvel wants to make movies of my stuff, it would be great because I want to open it up a company, be a company like Marvel and Viz Comics and Sunrise. I want to do my own thing, but I like to work with them, um, and give everybody a position of things they can do that I couldn't do. So, and I just want to be my own company too, and every way to support each other on stuff. But right now, it's a mission just to get me slowly started. I'm working a website and getting the website together. Um, I like my game to be. If I do get a game, I want it really universal. Ah, gave me the game over scene, but it'll put me in a rank level. That's why. Hey, I'm in first place on it. Though I died 1,000 deaths. Game over. You see, you don't want to get that on the arcade or a regular game because sometimes they'll do that and there's more to the game to a point. So, thanks for viewing. It's really early in the morning. I'm going to have some coffee, get something to nibble on, and get some sleep. I said I was gonna play Gundam Final Shooting Mobile Suit Gundam. So yeah, I'm a big Gundam fan. I'll be building these Gundams. I have. I'll be building these Gundams up on my Zymeon's Global Concerns, my other channel. So I am a big fan of Gundam. I like Bandai a lot. Keep up the great work. Same for many other studios out there around the world that do arts, video games. It makes our culture in America and Japan and people that have the capabilities around the world to do stuff like this. We need stuff to help our communities more. Our software is advancing. Our processors are so advanced it surpasses it surpasses government. It surpasses our businesses. It surpasses a lot of stuff. Where we need to keep up on top of things. So software is going to be very important in the future. We have so many different types of technologies coming out. So it looks like the game wants to replay itself. Did it? Yeah. I'm just gonna get killed with it. But I'll pause it. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to the future. There's a lot of cool things coming out. There's like SpaceX right now. We're doing the space race again, and I'm hoping between all our governments around the world that we could get a way to get better passage for our imports, ways to support our countries. We need to take, a lot of us need to rely off our resources that we normally have in our own countries to develop things more. I know trade is good and everything, but if anything happens, we have to have a backup in the United States to have factory and building and processing to do stuff. And with this farming bill for them dropping stuff into the dumping it and stuff and not giving it to the American people first and losing crops and certain foods. We need to focus it towards our American supplies than drying out the American people from it. Government needs to change that farmers rule there, so farmers could have money. You know, they're losing out on money. That's why our prices go up in the stores so quick, and there's not enough stuff getting support to the people. If we have overstock, you gotta help the American people and our fellow countries that are connected to us. So like Mexico, they need food down there, and there's people in Hades and stuff that are connected to us, and other places. And now people are trying to come immigrate in here, and it's a problem. I believe in, yeah, everybody's welcome to come to the United States, but do it legally right. Because it's taken a lot of jobs from American citizens, even people that are foreign that already came here, not have an opportunity. It's destroying our opportunities. I'm not really into politics. I'm not really into politics for the public and stuff, but you know, you see, not to talk it, but what I'm talking about is responsibilities for the United States. We need to really get things going again. You know, our businesses are, some businesses are really hurting a lot of things, and I'm trying to make something happen. And I says, where does this place me right now? You know, and that's where I'm coming off saying. So it's really difficult, and for anybody trying to start a dream, it's really challenging. And I hope anybody that's trying to start a goal and dream anywhere in the world, no matter who you are, don't give up. That's my thing. Don't give up. But thank you for viewing. We'll play another game another time. I'm just gonna set this up, and I'm just gonna say bye. Keep cool. Keep awesome. Subscribe if you want. Follow if you like. But that's pretty much it. We'll have more discussions on the next Classic Order Gameplays Live. Peace! Have a good one. I'm getting some coffee.